Hey guys. Hey guys. Welcome to the best damn arm wrestling sports show. You're here with Krasimir Kostadinov from Bulgaria.
Reza Delmaganian from South Arizona.
Scott Wynn from Los Angeles. How y'all doing?
Pretty good, Bubba.
I feel great.
You look good. Look healthy.
Thank you.
Yeah, Krasimir. So we see that we have some matches coming up in Turkey. What's your take on some of these matches?
So I think that Bujidar will win the match with Tony.
Now you know him personally, don't you? You've trained with him before, spent some time with him in the past.
He trained with me about 3 years, I think, maybe, when he was junior. And with left, he's top roller, with right hook puller. And I think that he will overpower Tony, actually.
Okay. Yeah,
This match,
a similar prediction. Sorry,
yes, I have never seen Tony versus best pullers of the East. So this will be a good example, East versus West in the middleweights.
Sure.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they do. I truly think that he's going to overpower Tony. I love Tony. I've known him for a while, mostly through WAL events. And something I wanted to go over with you actually was some of your recent matches in the last few years at WAL and how you felt about them and the rule differences in comparison to WAF. But we'll go into that a little later. But knowing that you've trained with this guy for 3 years, that by itself kind of makes me lean towards him because I know the way that you train and it's very consistent. You guys do a lot of table time, and
Yes.
I've always respected you, especially once we met, in Zloty Tour, and I saw how you performed year after year at Zloty. You take home medals, So I'm excited to see that match. What do you think about Matt Mask and his match?
I really don't know how much stronger Ermes is now. He's about 20 kilos heavier, and I'm really curious how stronger he is. I think that he's stronger, but in my mind, the kilograms you gain not always give you power. Only if it's on the right place. So I really hope to see an interesting match between Ermes and Matt.
So you've pulled both of them before? Have you pulled both of those guys before?
No, I've never pulled Matt.
Okay.
I've pulled Ermes with right arm 2 times, I think, but I'm hook puller and it's not the same.
Yes.
And I've never pulled Matt. But what I've seen in WoW is that Matt is extremely good against top rollers.
Mm-hmm.
Extremely good. I have never seen somebody top rolling him the last years.
Have you seen Ermes and Matt's previous match that they had under
Yes,
WAL?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Many people complained about the WoW rules, and they said that Ermes beat him after that. What happened after that doesn't matter. On the match, Matt won that match. That's it.
Yeah.
And I believe that Matt still has chance to win that match, and I'm really excited to see it.
Yeah, it should be a good match. I think it's going to be a war. Hopefully it's a war. It's a good match. It's not something quick, which I highly doubt it will be. And Ermes does look a lot stronger than he was before. And Matt came in super strong then. So I think the tables are evened up a little bit more. We'll see a little bit more technique involved. And then the tables obviously are going to make a big difference, right? With those elbow pads being 2 inches smaller.
What have you experienced personally, Krasimir, making the transition from WAF style tournaments to WAL? Was there a difficulty working with the rules? I don't know. Did you train on a WAL style elbow pad prior to going and competing?
For me, it was fine. Just the American style of pulling is a little bit more open, and you're able to apply pressure before the start, before the goal. Here in Europe, you must stay still before the goal. But for me, that's fine actually. The second match when I pulled against Marcio, I was feeling good. Just some mistakes I did, and that's why I think I lost that match. But for me, my experience with WoW rules, it was totally fine. I liked what was there.
Yeah, definitely a different atmosphere for you too, you know. Observing the wall rules. I've refed both tournaments, and exactly as you were saying, Europeans are very rigid with the rules. Any kind of movement in the setup is going to be called, and especially in a rest grip, you're going to get immediately fouled. You know, and with WAL, they're a little more lenient with rules because they want the matches to run. They want guys to arm wrestle, and they don't want to end matches on fouls. You know? So, as a European athlete, I perceive it as a little difficult to make the adjustment, but actually probably kind of easy because it's a lot more lenient. You know what I mean?
Yes,
It's strict.
it's not that difficult. Just you need 1-2 matches to get used to it.
Exactly. So I believe Ingen has a match against Arthur. What do you think about that match?
In my eyes, Artur is the favorite one. Last match they had last year, Artur won convincingly, and I believe now the match will be pretty even. But in my eyes, the Artur still has the edge.
Yes. And another random match, we got Todd Hutchins and Zoloev.
Whoa, this match is whoa. I really don't know what to think about this match.
Yeah.
But if the match stops in neutral position, I believe Hutchins will take it.
Okay.
But I see a possibility that Zoloev can top roll Todd. If this happens, I think that Zoloev may win that match. But if it stops somewhere in the center, I think that it will be Hutchins all way.
Yeah. Now, if Zoloev is able to get off a top roll, and let's say like Todd goes to a slip, and Zoloev tries to top roll Todd, and as you said, he is able to maintain the center within the straps. You're saying that there's potentially I mean,
yes. The thing is that Sasha Andreev last year, actually in 2019 at the Worlds, pulled against Zoloev, and he couldn't slip. He couldn't go to the straps. So I believe this may be the case here also, because Zoloev's hand was pretty solid, and without straps, Zoloev has the edge. With straps applied, Hutchins is the favorite one.
Okay, so if they do go to a slip, there is a chance for Hutchins, and you know, if Zoloev takes his hand, he's gonna dive. He's gonna dive straight for those straps.
The thing is that in straps, even if Zoloev top rolls Hutchins, if the strap is there, I believe that Hutchins has the power to pull with dead wrist also. So that match is really something that I want to see.
Yeah, that could be the highlight of
for me.
Weekend. Yeah.
For me, this is the most important match there. The match that I want to see most.
Yeah.
If you were to choose, who would you say? If you were to bet money on it, for example, who'd you throw your money on?
If I have to bet, I would bet on Todd.
Okay.
Nice.
And,
what order are the matches going in? Do you know? Like who's first? What's the main card? You know what I mean?
I think the main
no, I'm not sure about that.
I think Arthur and Ingen are going to be the main card.
Oh, really?
Yes, they will be the last match. Yes.
Yeah, if you look at the poster, the way the poster's set up, essentially they have, Arthur and Ingen.
I don't think I would have picked that as the main card, but I guess since he's putting it on,
So
Because Engin is the host. That's why.
yeah.
yeah. But it also could be his retirement match too. So if that's true and he truly does retire, he's had a very long career, then give him the highlight that he deserves.
I don't know if you have Zoloev's Instagram, but today he was traveling all day and he couldn't get to Turkey. And today they will sleep in Georgia, and tomorrow morning they will fly from Georgia to Istanbul.
So you're gonna get there late. He's not gonna have
So
time to rest.
so they will travel and immediately go to the table and pull.
That's
Yeah,
gonna
that could be a
put
challenge for him. I could definitely.
Mhm.
And what do you think about? Have you ever heard of Fa? The guy Fa Komek?
Yes, I've pulled with him on the practice table several times.
And how do you think he'll do against Herman Stevens?
From what I felt, Efe has very solid wrist, but is very vulnerable against hook pullers. So I believe if Herman could go to the hook, he could win the match. But usually Herman is also top roller, so
Exactly.
not sure how this will go.
So it could be a close match.
Yes,
Yeah, I see Herman going inside on him. For
That's very
sure.
me
possible.
too.
Yeah. I think they'll both go outside first match, and Herman will kind of just test the top roll, and then more than likely Herman's going to be like, "Yeah, I'm going to go inside."
Yes, this is what I think will happen actually.
So I've never heard of this girl, Irina Driva, I believe is her name.
Yes.
She's pulling against Sarah. Where's she from? What's this? Is this Grukistan? I'm not even sure.
I think she's Russian
Okay.
girl or Georgian, not sure.
Okay.
But she took medal 2019 at the Worlds. I'm not sure in 80 kilo class, maybe after Gabi.
She looks like a
I don't want to say something stupid, but I know for sure that she took medal at the Worlds.
I don't know if the art's done specially, but this chick looks like she has some beastly arms. Her bicep and shoulder looks fucking huge. Like
Are they coming in at the same weight? Like, are they close to the same weight?
they have to be.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure
I think 75 kilos is the limit, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you had to bet on, for example, your student and Tony, who'd you put your money on?
On Bujdar, I would bet on Bujdar, both arms.
Both arms, yes. Do you think Tony's top roll left-handed will put up a challenge?
I believe that he could trouble Bujdar with left.
Yes.
I think that match may be
a little close.
A good match.
Yeah.
But I believe that Bujdar's endurance will be better.
Okay.
With right arm, I believe Bujdar is stronger.
Yeah.
Because I pulled with him 1 week ago, and I was a little bit tired, and he gave me a lot of troubles. So I believe Bujdar with right is stronger.
Damn. Yeah. If he's holding you, then I'm feeling bad for Tony. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
So, some interesting questions for you, Krasimir. What got you into arm wrestling? How long have you been arm wrestling? And if you could explain titles that you've received over the years.
I was the strongest in my class in school, and I love to pull. Actually, in school we pulled almost every day on the desks, and I was looking for tournaments, and I saw on the internet that there is a national championship in Sofia, and I decided to go there. I went there, became third with my right arm in junior class, and just fell in love with the sport and said that one day I will be the best in the sport.
What year was that?
2005, 16 years ago.
Yeah.
How old were you?
I was 17,
17. Very nice.
but I was training very heavily in the gym 3 years before that. When I was 14, I went to the gym, started to go very heavy on almost every exercise. And on 17 years of age, I was benching about 160 kilos, which is that's about 350.
That's pretty good. That's better than what I was doing in 11th grade.
Same with me.
And,
I was pretty
and actually,
strong.
I was wondering which one to choose, bench pressing or arm wrestling, and
Thank
I
God you
chose
picked arm wrestling, man.
arm wrestling.
You think,
and,
you think you could beat Scott Mendelson?
We never know. We won't understand.
Yeah, he's
But
getting
bench
back.
press was my passion also.
Yeah.
and
Scott Mendelson's, he's breaking the bench press record right now again.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's benching over 1,200 pounds with the vest.
Actually, I'm not interested in bench pressing with equipment. I prefer no equipment.
so a raw press, like Eric Spoto's record was 722 with the raw press.
Yes, and right now Julius Maddox.
Yeah.
I kind of compare that to arm wrestling without the strap and then arm wrestling with the strap. That's kind of like the vest to me when it comes to bench pressing. What do you think about the strap, Krasi? I mean, do you think that the strap is an aid? Like if two guys can't hold on and the one guy, like you don't want the strap, but your opponent does, would you think it's aiding him in the match now to hold on?
Well, the thing is that without the strap, always the top rower has the edge. With strap, it's about even now. Before 2015, I think the old way they put the strap. Once you apply the strap, the hook puller had the advantage. But right now with the new fair strap, I believe it's pretty even.
Yeah, it is. I agree. If you like the strap, though, if you're not good in the strap, you don't want to be in it, but you have to get good in it because it's part of the game.
Yes. Especially if you're a hook puller, you always want the strap.
Exactly. You can get rid of the gap that a top roller is going to create with the strap. It'll get you palm to palm, and as a hook puller, that's all you want. You want that connection right there, so you have everything.
Yes.
I wanted to ask you about some of these matches I've been watching here, Krasimir. So we got the match with you and Barbosa here. I'm gonna switch it over here and let you guys see it. And I want you to explain what you were going through. You guys see it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So
it's a little glitchy.
I was very confident before the match. I was sure I'm gonna win this. And the first match, I just wanted to go for the hook and see what happens, but his back pressure was very solid. And I realized that I need the strap.
He elbow fouled. Yeah, they got the elbow foul, but they go into the strap anyways.
Yeah, and the strap, did you change your strategy or you still shot inside?
No, I just go for the hook. But the thing is that I didn't expect him to be that strong once I curl him. I was thinking that if he's going for top row and I manage to hook him, it will be easy for me to finish the match, but it wasn't.
That's a war right there. That's a good match. And you had him across the table too, and you got him. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, But after the first match, I was okay. That's good. 1-0.
Yeah.
The second match, I believe there was no pin, but they said it's a pin, and I was down to 2-0.
Yeah, here, let's look at the second one. I wanted to get out of that commercial. Not the best thing to share. There you go. So Bart, at that point, Bart had called something on Marcio. Was Marcio climbing your hand when you guys were setting up, or what was going on there?
I don't know, but that match, Barb was favoring Barbosa a little bit, because here, for example, the time was over and he needed to apply the strap, but he didn't put the strap.
Okay. So he let you guys continue on a free setup. Essentially, you guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I didn't want that, actually. I wanted the strap. But anyways, we finish in hook. And here, after several attacks, they set a pin, but I didn't see any pin in the second round.
Now, Bart called the pin, or the down ref calls the pin initially? Do you remember?
The down referee.
That'd be his wife, more than likely.
It looks like on the left hand side it's this older gentleman.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I've seen him ref before, but I've never refed with him, so I couldn't tell you guys exactly.
Was it Frank Bean?
It might have been Frank Bean, actually. Yeah.
That doesn't matter. It's over. The third round, I decided to try to go for the strap, top rolling him, but I couldn't even slip. He top rolled me, and after that, it was what happened actually there. Yes, it was 2-1. And the final round, I got the strap and I hooked him, but I was not using my joints. I was just holding with my biceps and my pronation. And that was a mistake. I had to involve my shoulder and go inside with the shoulder in front. I was using more muscles and I got tired.
Okay, so you were saying essentially you should have locked in with more of your tendon and your connective tissue.
Yes.
Versus.
But before the match, I was not training this move. I was training my biceps, my pronation. I was thinking to go here. I was not planning to go
inward
deep
rotation.
inside.
Yeah.
Yes. But I had to. Anyways.
Now, have you ever had elbow injuries from all the inward rotation and doing hook work like that, or?
My movement is very limited, but I feel okay.
You can't straighten your arm?
I cannot straighten it, and I cannot
oh wow,
go closer. This is the closest I can get.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you've lost.
Why do you think that is? Why is that not?
Too much calcification here.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I have full range, but
Rizzy can touch his butthole.
I have a lot less calcification here to like.
Let me show you my left and my right.
Holy shit, bro! Your right is a beast right now. Damn, dude, you're fucking forearms like this.
So who are you shooting for right now? Like, is there anybody on your radar that you want to go after?
Many people still don't know, but next month, the 31st of July, I will pull Vitaly Lalitin here in my town.
Nice. Hell yeah.
and
That
I'm
should be good.
preparing for him now.
Yeah, speaking about Vitaly,
Wow.
let's check this this little video out here, and let's see if you can talk us through this. This seemed like it was pretty recently. When was this, Krasimir?
Yes, it was 2 months ago in Turkey.
And this was just a friendly pull, or this was like this is just you guys filling each other out?
With right arm, actually, we didn't pull because he was sore after Ermes.
Oh, okay, because they did some side table pulling as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I was impressed with Ermes' performance against Vitaly. It seemed like he had some pretty good hand control.
Yes,
It went
actually,
pretty
he beat him that training.
Yeah, and
With left arm, we pulled here with Vitaly, but with left he beat me very easy. Actually, my wrist was not recovered because I was pulling Georgi Tsvetkov here in Bulgaria about a month before that, and I still had some pain with my left.
okay. How's your left feeling right now? You giving it some time to heal?
Now it's fine. Just all my focus now is on my right.
Okay.
I don't train my left. I just do it light, very light.
Okay, so you're doing like high reps, lightweight, just trying to rehabilitate it essentially, or
No, I'm pulling mostly on the table, and I go 100% with my right, and with my left I just pull the juniors, for example.
okay.
It's some
Yeah,
good blood flow.
that keeps your arm fresher. You're not gonna
Yes.
more. Yeah.
Wow, that's
But
gonna be an awesome match.
I hope so.
You think you're going to be able to contain his back pressure? Are you going to set up more with your elbow further in the back of the pad so that way it forces him to separate his posture more? Or what are you thinking?
Strap. He's going for the strap.
Yes, I will need the strap probably.
Yes,
I will go for the hook and we'll see what happens.
of course. Of course.
I realize that I'm not able to top roll him, so I will go for the hook and see. Let's see if my wrist can handle his back pressure. We'll see what happens.
Now, in the future, do you see yourself competing in a Worlds or as Lodi or anything like that? Are you focusing on anything out further?
I don't focus on anything else. I'm just focusing on my match with Vitaly now.
Okay.
What interests you the most for matches? Like, is it the money? Like, if the money's big enough, obviously you would come to the US, right?
Yes, of course. But usually I have some aim in my head and I go for it. And for many years, my dream is to become #1 in the heavyweights. So this is what I'm seeking for.
Okay.
Now, you've won a Zloty tour before, haven't you? I've seen you pulled off some.
2019, I won the Zloty with left. With the right, I was second after Dmitry Silaev.
And what other titles have you won in the span of your career?
I'm world champion 7 years and European champion 8 years.
Nice. That's great.
And Zloty Tour champion 5 times.
Woo, Daddy-o, that's pretty good resume there.
Yeah. Yeah, and any athletes that you can look back at your career and say they were like the highlight wins for you when you were coming up in the beginning? Like, who was your bad kitty?
Say again.
Like, who was your first big win that was
I remember.
that you can remember in your career?
Arsen Liliev, 2012.
Oh, that's a big one, dude.
So far in my heart, this is my biggest win
Wow.
because he was in his prime, and I beat him.
2012 Arsen, man. Yeah, that's definitely a memory. Have you ever pulled with John?
The thing is that when I pulled John, I'm not sure how good he was already. this is a big win in my mind also, but so far the match with Arsene is my biggest achievement in my head.
Yeah, you feel, is it possible you feel that maybe John wasn't in his prime when you beat him? He was probably a little bit older
Yes.
versus with Arsene, you know, he was at his peak. And
Yes, exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
Scott, have you ever met Krasimir before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember. I'm not sure where, but yeah, I definitely met him. I think I was with Baskin maybe. Did you ever come out to any of the vendettas?
Yes, I put the Vendetta last time, actually 2012 in Bulgaria. It was top 8 under 100 kilos.
Okay. And then
Back-
and have you pulled out when you came out here for Wall, but did you come out here for any other tournaments to the US?
Actually 2010 in Mesquite for the Worlds.
Worlds.
On
Okay,
Nevada. Yeah.
Yes.
very cool.
And who are you training with currently? Like, who's in your training team?
3 juniors. You don't know their names, but it's Dimu Dimitrov, Emir Seyfedin, and Gabriel Gen.
I remember the last time we were hanging out, you showed me this video of this little kid doing strict curls, and he was
Yes.
working with a lot of weight. I was kind of confused at such an age. It was
The thing is that from that junior that I showed you, the most talented one
uh-huh.
gave up.
Oh, okay.
But the other 3 juniors are still pulling, and they're very good now.
And do you see them potentially going to the junior worlds or competing?
Yes.
Nice. And how about Bulgaria? How do you feel about Bulgaria's arm wrestling in general right now? Is it growing in Bulgaria? Is it kind of just things stagnant?
No,
Like, yeah.
it's going down. Because before 10 years ago, there was Bulgarian national sports channel. They were showing a lot of arm wrestling there, and the popularity was a lot higher than now. Right now, they don't show arm wrestling. I don't know what is the reason, but the popularity is not good now.
Do you think it's possible when WAF kind of broke and then you had the formation of IFA that affected arm wrestling in Bulgaria?
No, it's not
So
the
it's more
reason.
internal, it's not the politics of the sport, it's more just
It's the politics, but here in Bulgaria, our president is not promoting arm wrestling in Bulgaria.
yeah. I'm sorry to hear that.
And for example, 10 years ago, in every junior class, there were about 10 to 15 kids, and right now there are 3-4 kids in the class.
Well, so they're not getting the competition preparation that they need. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the same thing in US. In the young categories, we only have 3-4 competitors, and our nationals are non-existent right now. We have multiple branches attempting to throw nationals, and it splits everything into pieces, and you don't have one large competition with large turnout. So I think we're all going through that same issue. Yeah, I really appreciate you talking to us today, Krasimir. And
It was
we got to
nice.
get you back on the show, bro. You really spread some wisdom with some of your opinions, man.
Yeah, I'm curious, what's the 3 main exercises you work out? Like, what is your 3 like favorite main exercises you do?
Usually now 95% of my workout is arm wrestling with a partner, with 2 hands or with a belt on the body, or with bands, but on the table. But if I don't have somebody to train with, I like mostly wrist range, hook imitation, biceps from the ground, with one arm. And what else? And wrist curls.
Really? Okay.
But all
But
things
this
that
is-
are complementing your hook. All things that are
Yes,
complementing your hook.
because I'm hook puller. This
Of
is
course.
they're my favorite exercises.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well,
Very
guys, till next time, I appreciate you guys. Take it easy.